My alarm went off this morning, and I swear my spirit ascended before my body even woke up. Like, bro, why does the alarm always sound like it's trying to end me? I said it gently. I chose the soft chimes. Why did it scream like a fire drill in a dinosaur museum? I shot out of bed like someone slapped me in 4K. And the worst part? I turned it off, blinked once, and suddenly, 27 minutes disappeared. Time, gone. My will to live, also gone. My phone had the audacity to say, "Good morning," like it didn't just fight me for my life. Guys, why? Why do chip bags lie? I opened one today and it was like 90% oxygen. I'm talking Mount Everest levels of air. I reach in expecting treasure and instead I get 3 chips and a sad crumb. Companies really said, "Here's disappointment with seasoning." And of course the bag crinkles like a whole marching band so everyone hears you open it, and then you just stand there like a clown holding a bag of nothing.
Okay, I don't care what anyone says. Carrying all the grocery bags in one trip is a personal challenge. I walked into that house looking like a budget Hercules, fingers turning purple, circulation gone. Pain, absolutely. But pride, unmatched. And the whole time I'm thinking, I will not take 2 trips. I would rather perish. Then you finally make it inside, and your hands look like they just fought a bear. So I'm freaking out, right? I join another game, Tower of Hell this time, because obviously running up colorful blocks will save my life. And the moment I load in, null_observer has joined the experience. Bro, leave me alone. I am not a quest NPC. I start climbing as fast as I can, slipping all over like a baby deer on ice, but this dude, he's just walking, not jumping, not climbing, somehow still getting closer. Then he says in chat, "Stop running, I need to tell you something." So I do what any normal person would do, leave the game. But right as I exit, I get a friend request from him. Subscribe for part 3. So I accept the trade, fully expecting my account to explode. But no, he just gives me everything, and then says,
"Now we're even. Thank you for finally noticing me again."
Bro, what is this? A Roblox soap opera? He tells me he used to be my biggest grinding buddy back in 2019. And he promised himself that one day he'd find me and return what I helped him earn. Then he just walks away, leaves the server. No goodbye, no dramatic speech, just gone. And I'm sitting there in Brookhaven like I just finished season 3 of a show that got canceled. But yeah, he wasn't a hacker, wasn't a stalker, just someone who remembered me. More than I remembered him. Wild. Subscribe for the next story. Guys, listen. I think I just lived through a literal movie moment. So I wake up today thinking it's gonna be a normal weekend, right? I'm chilling on my PC, playing Roblox, minding my business, when my mom yells from downstairs,
"Come say hi, my friend is here."
I'm thinking it's just one of her usual friends, the ones that smell like too much perfume and talk way too loud. I go downstairs, and that's when everything changed. The prettiest girl I have ever seen in my entire existence just standing in my living room like it's nothing. She's got this soft hair tied back, these quiet eyes that literally sparkle, and she's holding her phone like she's trying not to die of boredom. I swear I felt the Roblox damage sound go off in my brain. Then her mom looks at me and goes,
"Oh my god, look how much you've grown. I haven't seen you in 15 years. I remember changing your diapers."
I wanted to uninstall myself from reality. And guess what? Alice starts laughing. Not loud, but that quiet, trying not to be rude laugh that somehow makes everything worse and better at the same time. My mom, for some reason, decides to ruin my life even further.
Why don't you and Alice hang out? Go play something together.
What? I am not mentally prepared to play anything with a girl who looks like she walks around with her own sunset lighting. Anyway, yeah, that's how it started. And I swear my heart has not stopped beating since. Subscribe for part 2. Guys, I don't know what possessed me, but I accepted the friend request. Yes, I know I'm dumb, but curiosity grabbed me by the neck. Literally 1 second later, he messages me.
"Meet me in Brookhaven alone."
Bro, why does this sound like a kidnapping side quest? But of course, I join. I load in, and there he is again. Same avatar, same dead stare. He walks up to me and says,
"You don't remember me, do you?"
"Remember you? Bro, I can't even remember what I ate for breakfast." Before I can type anything, he starts walking toward the old abandoned house on the hill, and I follow him because apparently I have no survival instincts. Inside the house, he stops, turns around, then says,
"This is where you left me."
"Subscribe for part 4. Guys, I think something actually insane just happened on Roblox. So I hop on after school, ready to grind like usual, right? I join this quiet little lobby in a random tycoon game. Nothing weird at first. But then I noticed this one player. Username, null_observer. No avatar, no emotes. Just a black silhouette. They're standing completely still. I'm like, okay, cute, someone's trolling. But then the chat pops up from them.
"I've been looking for you."
Bro, what do you mean you've been looking for me? I literally check my Wi-Fi, my windows, everything. I move away in-game. They move too. I jump it, they jump. I leave the game. Guess who joins my next server? Subscribe for part 2. Bro, why do moms do this? My mom called my name today. Full government name. And I sprinted across the house like I was being summoned by the king. I get there and she's just gone. Disappeared. No note. No explanation. No mission. I'm standing there like some confused NPC waiting for a quest that never loads. Then she reappears 10 minutes later like, "Oh, I forgot." "Forgot what? You summoned me from another realm." Alright guys, so I'm standing there.
Go on, show her your room.
Why? Why would she say that? But I have no choice. So I'm like, yeah, you wanna, see my room? Smooth. Real smooth. Alice nods and follows me upstairs, and my brain is just screaming, "Bro, clean your room. Bro, fix your posture. Bro, breathe properly." We walk in, and I completely forgot that my entire desk is covered in Roblox figures, an open bag of chips, and like 6 empty water bottles. Instant regret, instant embarrassment. She just looks around and goes,
"Ooh, you play Roblox?"
And I'm like, yeah, sometimes? Bro, I have 3,000 hours on that game. But she smiles, like a real smile, and says,
"I play too."
I swear, angels started singing. I think one of them dabbed. We sit down, and suddenly the room is so quiet I can hear my own heartbeat. I open Roblox, and she leans over just a little to look at my screen, and bro, my soul left my body. Her hair brushed my shoulder. I basically flatlined. But then the craziest thing happens. She points to the screen and goes,
Wanna play something together?
"Guys, I swear I forgot English for a second." I just nodded like a confused penguin. Subscribe for part 3. So her mom calls for her, right? And Alice stands up and goes,
Already?
"Already? Bro, what do you mean already? You had fun with me?" My brain blue screen for like 3 seconds. She grabs her phone, thanks me for playing, and we walk downstairs. My mom is smiling like she just watched me get married or something. Alice puts her shoes on, and before she leaves, she looks at me and says,
We should play again sometime.
"We should play again." I swear my vision blurred. I think I ascended. I think my house lost gravity for a second. Then she gives me this little wave. Soft, cute wave that instantly made me rethink every decision I've made since birth. She walks out the door and her mom says,
It was nice seeing you again. You've grown so much.
and Alice laughs quietly again. Door closes, and I just stand there, unable to move. My mom literally had to tap my shoulder and go,
Are you okay?
No, I am not okay. I am love-stricken. Subscribe for part 5. So she sits next to me, right? And we're scrolling through games, and suddenly she says,
Let's play obbies. I love obbies.
"Bro, why is she perfect?" So we join this random colorful obby, and I'm trying so hard not to fall, because my pride is on the line. I need to look like a pro. I need to look like I speedrun Tower of Hell every morning before breakfast. I fall on the second jump. Second jump! She just looks at me and bursts out laughing, like full-on adorable laughter echoing in my room. And honestly, I didn't even care. That laugh is straight up a buff. But then she says,
It's okay. I'll help you.
and she starts waiting for me at every stage, cheering me on like,
You got this. Don't fall.
"Bro, I have never been so motivated in my life. I would have climbed Mount Everest right then." At one point, she accidentally jumped too far and fell, and when she respawned, she went,
Ugh, no. Now you're ahead of me.
and like an idiot, I said, "I'll wait for you." Smoothness. 10 out of 10. We kept playing and talking, and guys, she's funny. She's like quiet at first, but then she starts telling me these little jokes and stories, and I'm just sitting there thinking, yeah, I'm done. I'm finished. This girl has hacked my entire emotional system. Then her mom suddenly calls from downstairs,
Alice, time to go.
and my heart just dropped. Subscribe for part 4.
Okay, listen. Why is plugging in your charger at night the most stressful mission of your entire existence? I'm lying there, half asleep, hand dangling off the bed like I'm searching for lost treasure. I swear it turns into a boss battle. I'm poking the plug into the wall like an idiot, missing every single time. And when I finally find the socket, it refuses to go in. Like, bro, please. I'm tired. My phone is dying. I am dying. Just let it plug. Then the little charging sound finally goes off, and I feel like I just saved the universe. Bro, the second you sneeze in public, you're basically a war criminal. I sneezed one time at the store, and suddenly 12 people turned around like I said a forbidden spell. The lady next to me literally took a step back, like I was radioactive. And of course my sneeze wasn't cute. It was one of those loud, embarrassing ones that sounds like I'm summoning a demon. I wanted to apologize, but what am I supposed to say? Sorry for existing? My bad for inhaling particles incorrectly?
Guys, after she left, I went straight to my room, sat on my chair, stared at my wall, and just processed. Like, what just happened? How do you meet someone once and then suddenly your heart decides, yep, she's the one. Good luck, soldier. I kept replaying every moment in my head. Her laughing at the diaper story, her leaning over to look at my screen, her helping me in the obby, her saying we should play again. Bro, I'm done. I'm finished. I've fallen off the emotional cliff and hit every rock on the way down. And now, I'm just waiting. Waiting for the next time her mom visits. Waiting for that soft wave again. Waiting to see if maybe, she felt the same spark I did. But until then, yeah, I think I like her. Actually, no. I know I like her. Subscribe for the next story. Why does the total explode the second you blink? I added like 3 things to my cart. 3. Why did the total jump like it's training for the Olympics? I'm standing there scrolling through the list like, who added a yacht? Who added the economy? And every time I try to remove something, I'm like, well, I do kind of need it. No, I don't. But it's staying in the cart anyway because I have zero self-control. So I'm standing there in the creepiest house in Brookhaven, rethinking my whole life, and this dude drops lore like he's in a Netflix documentary. He says,
Years ago, you kicked me from your private server, and you never added me back.
bro, what? That's it? I thought he was a hacker, a stalker, a ghost, a Roblox spirit, anything but this. I'm like, dude, when? He goes,
2019, we were grinding a simulator. You promised you'd add me. You never did.
not me breaking someone's heart over Pet Simulator. He then says,
I followed you because I needed to finish what we started, the quest.
the quest. Before I even respond, he sends me a trade request. And inside the trade, a literal stack of god-tier items. Subscribe for part 5. Okay, listen, nothing humiliates you faster than tripping over literally AIR. I was walking today, just chilling, and my foot caught on the fabric of reality. I did that weird stumble dance, waving my arms like a malfunctioning windmill. And then, of course, I had to pretend it was on purpose. Like, haha, yeah, I just wanted to check the floor stability. The worst part, everyone saw. Everyone always sees. Guys, there is no betrayal greater than stepping in a wet spot with socks on. I was living my best life walking around and then suddenly, squish. My soul left my body. I looked at the floor like it personally wronged me. And why is it always a mystery puddle? Not water, not juice, just cursed liquid. Now my sock is soggy, my day is ruined, and I'm questioning every life choice that led me here. What's going on with Ariana Grande's weight loss? Honestly, it's been everywhere online lately, and people just can't stop talking about it. Fans started noticing a major change. She looked noticeably slimmer, and naturally, that sparked a ton of speculation. Some people think it's diet diet and exercise, some people think it's surgery, and then there's the media coverage. Literally every outlet has an opinion, from Ariana looks amazing to she's lost too much weight. The comments on Instagram are just insane. Some are supportive, some are straight up harsh. It's kind of crazy how one person's body changes can dominate the internet for months. But the craziest part? Ariana herself hasn't said much. She's always been super private about her personal life, so people are left piecing together tiny clues from photos, performances, and public appearances. And while some fans are worried, others just admire her transformation, which makes the conversation even more chaotic. Honestly, it's a perfect example of how celebrity culture turns literally everything into a debate.
Oh my god. My Wi-Fi has personal beef with me. I'll be sitting there minding my business, watching a video, everything's fine. And then, right when something important is about to happen, boom, buffering, the little spinning circle of doom. I start doing that thing where I move my phone higher like I'm trying to communicate with the Wi-Fi gods. And somehow, it only lags when I care. But when I'm watching something embarrassing, perfect connection, crystal clear.